Hey everyone, today we're going to go over how to design a custom flag. Previous video, a few days ago, actually maybe last week sometime, I did it on a custom feather flag. That was for beginners. This video is also for beginners. We're just going to learn how to work with the logo, how to pull some colors, and how to do the actual layout and look for the bleed space. So let's get started here. So we're going to do a 3x5 flag. The reason I do this is just it's one of the most popular sizes, plus it's pretty easy to work with. Hey, let's get here. Okay. Okay, so what I did is I went File, New, and I just set it at 36 for the height and 60 inches for the width. So this will be a 3x5 flag. So what you can also do is typically, I usually just make a little square here. This is going to be my background color. It's just easier that way. Okay, so we also need to make the bleed space. Typically, you want everything about 2 inches away from the corner. So what I do is I don't make it exact. I just click on this and I'll make it I'll reduce 2 inches for everything, so 58, and we'll do 34 here inches. Okay, boom. So what you do is once you have this, you go down here, and when you click this square with the red line through, what it does, it removes any color. So whatever color you have in this case, let's just make it yellow. When I hit this, the yellow color is gone. And what I do is for the actual stroke, which is the uh, background square right here, I just make it red, and then I just eyeball to move it somewhere here. So I'll just put it there. There you go. So let's make it a little bit thicker. Okay. So this is going to be our bleed space. So we're going to keep everything away from anything outside this. I'm going to assume is going to get clipped. Typically, your bleed space is about 2 inches for most prints. Okay, so I already downloaded a couple logos. And in this case, I'm going to do the Dunkin' Donuts logo. So let me just copy both of these and just throw them in here. Okay. All right, so one more thing to cover. I covered this in the previous video, but I'm going to cover here again just because it's very important. When you're resizing anything, you don't want to do it just by doing this, because see what happens? It gets stretched unproportionally, looks weird. And once you start doing this, you're never going to get it back to what the original dimensions were. So let me go back here. So when you're resizing company's logo, you want to hold down Shift and then move however you want. See here? No matter what I do, I can't mess up the proportions. It's going to automatically scale it correctly for me, and my client is not going to get mad. Okay, so let's just say we did this here and we sent it to our client, and it looks nice. We've done Dunkin' Donuts flags before with just a white background and just a logo. Um, it looks good, but a lot of clients like something more colorful. So let's say you send to your client, they don't like it, then you want to come back and make something more colorful. So let's do that right now. So typically for any kind of franchise, you have to stick with their colors. So for instance, like I can't make this one like yellow and like, oops, sorry, it's on the background. Go here. I can't make this one yellow and just drop it and be like, hey, here's your logo on a flag. Yellow is not their color. So the colors that we're stuck with in for the Dunkin' Donuts at least is this orange, this pink, and white, and this brownish color. So you have to get your design to follow or work with those colors only. A lot of them also have branding guides. If you're working with a client asking for them branding guidelines, we always do. They send it to us. We make sure we follow those to the T, just because they're very strict. You can't go off the branding guide and do something like you can't take this logo and then be like, hey, I'm gonna put Dunkin' Donuts right there, and then I'm going to put this right here and stretch it out. You can't do this. This is totally against branding guidelines. Okay, so let's make something a little better here. So let's say we want to make the background pink. Okay, then I want to drop it on top, and you can see it doesn't show. So because of this reason, I downloaded another logo over here. If you get this logo here and you place it on top, you can see that it looks much better. And then that's pretty much it. You're done with this logo. This is Okay, so what you can do is I didn't show you how to pick the color. So when you click on the background, you go to the eyedropper tool here, and you can pick whatever color you want from the logo. So you can do this one. This one will work. This will work. This will work too. I've never really seen Dunkin' Donuts flags like this. We've never designed them with the brown background. I'm assuming you can do this. I haven't really looked at the branding guidelines in a while. Most of ours tend to be like that. Okay, so let's just group this together here so it doesn't move around. Okay, All right, so let's go one step further and let's do some extra text adding. So just go to your text tool, which is right here, hit type, and let's just say there's a now open flag. Pretty common for Dunkin' Donuts. So in this case, I have the Dunkin' Donuts font on the other computer. I don't have it here, so I don't have Arial round. So let's just Arial black. All right, so let's do this one. So again, you shrink it down, place it under, and another key thing here is you want to stick with the branding colors. So you can do white, you can do orange, you can do brown. White looks nice, so stick with white. So now you have an open flag. So this is a very basic tutorial. I mean, this is very easy to do this layout. That's pretty much done. That's it. So what I'm going to do is in the future, I'm going to cover a little bit something more complicated where you're doing some kind of masking, some kind of cutting of the layers, making multicolors and stuff like that. I just want to quickly cover how to do a quick 3x5 flag with the company's logo and some message. And again, from the previous video, always right click, create outline for your text. That way, when you send this file over to the printing company you print, they're not going to have to worry about having the fonts that I used in here. And that is it for this tutorial. We'll have another one up shortly for how to do something a little bit harder before intermediate. So practice this, get used to it, and we'll be doing some masking and adding some live images in the future content. Thanks.